Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and today I'll be your guide to the usage and care of your TAG Heuer Carrera caliber Heuer 01 Automatic Chronograph Blue Touch Edition. Now it's important to note first and foremost that although this is an automatic winding watch, it can nevertheless be manually wound should it run down. In the first position with the crown flush against the case, turn it clockwise 30 to 40 times, and this will begin the beat of the balance and the advance of the constant seconds hand at 9 o'clock. Now, should you wish to wind the watch to its 50-hour power reserve capacity, rather than putting it on the wrist and allowing its automatic winding to do the job, note that you cannot overwind this automatic watch, as the bridle-style mainspring will slip and relieve any excess strain. Now, once the watch is ticking, there are certain functions of the crown that allow you to set the watch with greater precision. The first is a quick set date function in the second position. Now, in the second position, you turn the watch crown clockwise, and you can rapidly cycle the date at 3 o'clock to correct the watch should it run down or encounter an irregular length month. It's also important to note that this function should never be used between the hours of 8 p.m. and 4 a.m., as those are the hours during which the watch's own automatic changeover mechanism is engaged, and attempting to manually set the date while it is automatically jumping can severely damage the movement. Now, in the outermost position, note constant seconds at 9 o'clock. In the outermost crown position, you stop the balance, hacking the balance, as they say, stopping the seconds advance. You allow yourself to precisely set the time of the watch to the second against a known accurate reference time, such as an atomic clock. At that point, push the crown back into its flush position. You'll note the constant seconds hand begins advancing again. Now, with the crown flush, the watch has 100-meter water resistance as it's delivered from the factory. TAG Heuer advises that this is sufficient for shallow snorkeling and most water sports short of outright diving. It's also important to remember that water resistance is not a static property of a watch. It does change and diminish with time and usage. So TAG Heuer recommends, because seals age and lubricants dry over time, taking the watch annually to an authorized TAG Heuer retailer to have the water resistance checked with specialized equipment on site. It's cheap insurance to protect your watch. Moreover, it's important to note that you can help your own cause by advising certain handling restrictions when the watch is wet or submerged. First and foremost, keep the crown flush. Never wind or attempt to use the crown's setting functions when there's water on the watch or it's submerged, and never actuate the chronograph pushers in any fashion when there's water on the watch or it is underwater, as all of these actions can bypass the seals and introduce water into the interior of the watch, causing significant cosmetic and mechanical damage. It's also important to note that in the course of having water resistance tested, you allow yourself to clean the watch with confidence. Once tested for water resistance, TAG Heuer advises that the watch can be cleaned with a soft brush, a light soapy solution, and fresh water, and advises doing so every 2 to 3 months. Now, in terms of operation of the chronograph functions, it's important to recognize that the chronograph pusher at 2 o'clock starts and stops the watch. So you see, now I'm starting it, and I'm stopping it before I reset it using the pusher at 4 o'clock. I must always start, stop, and reset in that order, as starting the watch and then resetting it can crash the movement, causing severe damage. Now, it's also important to note that you can start, stop, and restart the chronograph with no hazard, but it must always be halted before it's reset. With respect to other extreme conditions that you should guard against, magnetism and extreme temperatures head the list. Extreme temperatures consist of temperatures outside the bounds of 0 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. Now that is about 32 degrees Fahrenheit to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid temperatures outside that range when using your watch. With respect to magnetism, a mechanical watch has a metallic hairspring that can be adversely affected by magnetic fields. Avoid exposing the watch to refrigerator doors, high-powered wiring looms, speakers, subwoofers, and professional magnetic resonance imaging equipment. If you suspect that your watch has become magnetized, take it to a TAG Heuer authorized retailer, independent or brand boutique, where specialized equipment is available to demagnetize the watch and restore its performance. Finally, regarding service, TAG Heuer advises every 4 to 6 years, depending on the performance of your watch, taking the watch to an authorized retailer for a full mechanical overhaul. This is important for 2 reasons. First, going to an authorized retailer means that specialized equipment, trained personnel, and original factory parts are available. And second, because it ensures that the functional integrity, and investment value of your watch will be protected. By servicing with an authorized retailer or factory boutique, you also get a warranty on all parts and work performed, honored by the TAG Heuer factory. To learn more about the handling of this TAG Heuer Carrera caliber Heuer 01, call our specialists through our website, govbergwatches.com, and our experts will be glad to walk you through the care and usage of your timepiece.